Welcome to Jim Norton and Sam Roberts.
Hey!
My wife's vagina smells.
Good morning, it's Bill Clinton and Sam Roberts.
My wife's got stinky underarms.
Bill, we're on the air.
All she wants to do is lick cooter.
What a great story. So much going on this morning. Bob Kelly will be here. There's an awesome Donald Trump clip that we have to play. But yeah, I mean, I thought of you as soon as I read this story. That Bill Clinton's longtime lover, which, like, you don't know if it's true.
Right.
But I don't not believe it.
Sure, from the 70s and the 80s. She
Yeah.
hooked up with him.
It's one of Bill Clinton's longtime lovers revealed how Bill bemoaned his sex life with his wife because she had greasy hair, body odor, but she wanted a baby to dispel the rampant lesbian rumors.
My wife's hair looks like a dish rag. The inside of Hillary's panties smell like a carp.
If you wanted a baby so badly so that people would stop calling you a lesbian, wouldn't you just wash your fucking hair? Like, wouldn't there be some kind of art of seduction being done?
Yeah, I told her to gargle. Your mouth smells like pussy.
It's like, just wash under your arms. You know what I mean? Like, and lesbians. It doesn't mean you don't shower just because you're a lesbian. I mean, women appreciate somebody that smells good as well.
Hillary came to me one night. She said, Bill, they're calling me a dyke around the office. Come in me.
And his lover's just sitting there like, Bill, there's a lot of information you're unloading on me. Is it really that bad? Or
My wife's scalp smells like the underside of a wig.
It says, Bill Clinton is a sex-addicted...
My wife watches Ellen with a zucchini in her vagina.
You know, this says Bill Clinton is a sex-addicted, quote, monster. If you're a sex-addicted monster and your wife's body odor is too bad and hair is too greasy to have sex with, we're in trouble.
Yeah, my wife smelled too bad. I had to go in the kitchen and fuck a tuna sub.
He said Bill mocked Hillary Clinton by calling her the warden in front of his friends and privately boasted about his high notch count, according to his longtime mistress and childhood friend, Dolly Kyle. Dolly!
Dolly, get over here and sit on my face. Hillary's pussy smells like a can of sardines.
Bill, why don't you just talk to your wife about it?
I can. Her breath smells like pussy. She coughed. Got a pubic hair in my face.
And it wasn't a men's pubic hair.
No, it wasn't.
No. The 68-year-old woman, Dolly Kyle, says she had a decades-long affair with the former president.
Oh, no, that's D. Kyle. That looks like Doc. Oh, no, Hillary.
With the former president before and during his marriage, and had a front row seat to Bill's salacious double life in the 70s and 80s. Oh, Bill had a double life because his wife was a stinky lesbian. Allegedly.
My wife smells like an asshole and plays for the Liberty. My wife combs her hair with Crisco.
Their on-again, off-again relationship ended abruptly in the 1990s after Bill Clinton allegedly threatened to destroy Kyle if she spoke to the media about their relationship.
Clinton looks weird when you look at the old pictures of him, like in the 70s. He had that full head of hair, black. He looks weird with jet black hair.
Yeah, he does.
Like, keep going. None of the ones we just saw, Adrian.
He looks like a young black man, right? No, not at all.
Yes, he does. Young African American.
Yeah.
Right there. He's had jet black, weird. It looked weird on him.
It's weird for both of them, looking at Hillary and Bill young, because they've become such political monsters that the idea that they were ever like young human beings is alarming. I'm looking at a young photo of Hillary Clinton, though. I could see her having stinky pits.
Absolutely.
You know, I could see her putting that backpack on, going for a sweaty walk, and maybe not applying antiperspirant properly.
Yeah, she spends all day lawyering that gets into bed, smells like a homeless person.
Yeah, she's sitting there with her sport coat on, arguing in a court of law. You know, her hands are moving all over the place, and she's getting all passionate about trying to get somebody off. But what happens? She gets all sweaty, and she doesn't like deodorant.
I raped a girl. She got her off. Then she put her dirty pussy on my face.
Yeah.
Oh, Dolly.
Dolly said that the Clintons' attacks on her reputation and alleged attacks on other women who had relationships with or were assaulted by Bill Clinton show that Hillary Clinton is not a supporter of women or sexual sexual violence. Yeah,
she's not a supporter of sexual violence?
She's not a supporter of women who are victims of sexual violence. Yeah, I would say if Hillary is trying to silence a woman who was abused because she doesn't want her coming out about being a lesbian with greasy hair.
Yeah.
That's probably a bit selfish.
Yeah, it really is. My wife's hair smells like a foot and looks like wet spaghetti. There's nothing worse than greasy hair on a woman.
Oh, greasy hair. It just means you don't wash.
Stinks.
Greasy hair. Stinks. Hillary used to just slick her hair back, but there was no product in it.
No.
It's just grease.
Natural. Bill, your body's built to clean itself.
Oh, that's what she would say, too.
Bill, your body, the vagina is like a self-cleaning oven.
She learned all her cleaning tips from her lesbian friends. Hillary would just be like, no, you know, Laura was telling me that it's actually bad for your scalp to shampoo once a week. I don't do it that often.
You don't need to clean it for him.
Let
him enjoy the way you are.
Yeah. It's not his story, it's her story. And your story is about having hair the way God put it on your head.
There's a lot of the women that like that. They're the hippie mentality. They think that it's going to self-clean in the body. You shouldn't shower too much. She probably has stinky pits. That wouldn't bother me. That bothers him, though.
The body does not self-clean. If a woman, I get it having a little bit of an aroma, but you're saying if she had legit stinky pits, like this is a woman with body odor, it doesn't bother you?
It depends on what the body chemistry is. Sometimes it really turns me on.
Really? Like bad, like this stinks like body odor.
Yeah. I used to make my ex-girlfriend, I used to tell her don't put deodorant on until she stunk. And we were walking in a restaurant and people were turning and looking at her. She smelled so bad.
Oh,
I was so happy.
And you liked it?
Went crazy.
That was your little turn on.
Yeah, made me nuts.
Robert Kelly.
Yeah. I'm an official guest.
I saw you showing the pass.
Just letting you know in case you were like, I walked in because I have the pass.
You got the pass.
Yes, you do.
Dude, it's so funny you're talking about stinking.
Yeah.
I hate that.
You don't like it,
But you love it.
I do. On the right person. If the chemistry is good, I enjoy it.
What does that mean?
Sometimes body chemistry is weird. It's like when you kiss somebody, sometimes their mouth tastes weird. Like, if you have good body chemistry with somebody, I like that smell.
So is it because everybody has a different smell, or it just hits you different?
My wife's pussy smells like Bob's omelet.
There's a story about one of Bill Clinton's ex-lovers, from the 70s and 80s, and she's coming forward and saying that Bill used to always complain to her because Hillary had body odor and greasy hair, but she wanted to get knocked up because she wanted people to stop calling her a lesbian. But Bill didn't want to have sex with her because she stunk and had greasy hair.
Oh my God.
It was like fucking a Reuben.
I like Reubens, but if a girl smelled like one, I wouldn't like it.
Not so good, right?
Yeah. Reuben's one of my favorite things in the world, but if a girl smelled like one, I'd throw up.
You love Reubens, but would you want to impregnate one?
I don't think so.
Probably not.
I wouldn't want to eat an ass that smelled like birthday cake. Like, great food does not translate. I would like it to be a little human.
I'm not a food guy. I don't like food and sex either. That makes me puke. Like 9.5 weeks when they fucked by the fridge and they poured all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Did they pour food on each other?
Yeah, they had all kinds of whipped cream and chocolate sauce. It's like
does nothing for me.
Me neither.
Chocolate sauce near a twat looks like shit.
Yeah, just a sticky mess.
She had a bad taco. That's just fucking yuck.
Yeah. I don't like food. I don't want any whipped cream on the nipple.
No, because the
you didn't see that Varsity Blues scene? Isn't that the movie Varsity Blues when I think Allie Larder maybe came out wearing a whipped cream bikini and everybody went nuts for her? Oh my God, so sexy.
That's like, because all you got to do to get her naked is throw water on her. That's nice. Fucking bikini disappears like the witch.
Yeah, and then it goes down into her vagina and then her butt juice mix.
Yeah.
And now it's some sweet, tangy, metallic-y.
That's kind of sexy though, because she's pretty naked under that. That's sexy because it's just hide. That's the only thing between you and her tits is whipped cream.
But you're right though. You go down on her, and even if you catch like a hint of whipped cream down there, you're like, ugh, this is leftovers from before.
You'd think I'd love that.
Yeah, no,
Like that would be my thing.
But no, you have separate interests.
Food. Yeah, I compartmentalize.
Right. There's a spot for food and a spot for sex.
Is that Hillary?
Yeah, that's
She didn't
all.
look that bad.
What?
She didn't look that bad back then.
Her hair does not look greasy. It looks dried out in that photo, but it doesn't look greasy.
Yeah, it looks very dry.
It looks very
Looks
dry.
like a Halloween wig.
Yeah, it does. It looks very dry, but it doesn't look greasy. But this is a very young photo of her. Yeah. This is when she was in college. And I could definitely, she's wearing like pants and a smart shirt. I could see her having stinky pits in that photo.
She's probably good in bed, though. I bet Hillary's good in bed.
Well, if you're a girl.
No, she's probably bisexual.
If you're not a scissor.
Yeah.
I bet she brought home some girls for Bill. You think they ever had a threesome?
No.
I'll bet they did.
Because Bill would be full. All you hear is Hillary getting whopped off the bed, just being pushed off by Bill's ass.
I'll bet when they were younger they did. And then they tried to do it once when they were older. But they started having second thoughts, and they had the third person killed.
Yeah, the other girl was like, "What's that mothball smell?" Oh, that's my chick's pussy.
Yeah.
I dreamt that I was in a garbage dump, and Hillary had turned the fan on.
Is that your Bill impression?
It's not good.
I like it. Not good.
But he probably liked it back then. Like, when he was young, he probably didn't mind that Hillary stunk. She was like a hippie. But when he got older and he got a little power, because you get the power, you get the women.
Well, that happens with fame, too. I mean, a lot of guys, before they're famous, they're a little nerdy. They're banging, like, theater chicks.
Yeah.
And, like, dumpy girls. And then they get this fame, and all of a sudden they're banging 11s.
Right. Once you realize you can get a sweet-smelling Dolly Kyle. Dolly's the one that came out.
She was probably a dish back in 1974, though.
Look at her.
She was,
wow. She was fucking hot. Dolly Kyle, that blabbermouth. She asked about Hillary. I said,
"Oh shit, this bitch got a
dick." Can you side by side those girls?
What, Dolly Kyle and young Hillary Clinton?
Yeah, can you
that's not kind.
Why? I was just want you can
just to see where you measure up.
Sometimes you feel like a nut. Sometimes you don't.
Right.
my wife smells like Usain Bolt. She looks like Foghorn Leghorn's nephew. I can't keep an erection.
Yeah, but Bill, can I just say something? Bill didn't deserve the chick on the left, whatever her name is.
No.
He didn't. He wasn't that good looking either. He was an ugly. He was Hillary's. They kind of should go together.
He's a very charming dude. He can talk, He got that Little Rock, Arkansas used car salesman thing going for him.
And
in Little Rock, as soon as he started getting political power, he started to become a guy. You know what I mean?
Exactly. But he doesn't deserve her physically.
Right? No. He had to do a lot extra.
Yeah, if he worked at helping children.
Right. Forget
about
it.
The YMCA.
Forget about it.
Making macaroni vases.
Someone just tweeted a photo of them when they were younger. It's weird to see them together like that. Bill with a beard, a few pounds overweight.
Yeah, with two beards.
Yeah, because when you actually see them together,
they could literally both be the president. Like you could literally be standing with two presidents of the United States. It's bizarre.
Yeah, it's bizarre. They look like that too.
When you see them young, also, because for years they've been planning some kind of this political takeover. They've had political aspirations for a very long time. When you see them young, it's like you wonder at what point did they become fucking Claire and Frank Underwood. You know what I mean? Like when you see them, they're just kids. They might have actually been in love at some point.
I'm sure they were in love there. Bill's all appley cheeked. He's probably in his
Bill was fucking at that point though. He was fucking other chicks. You could tell in his face.
Yeah, right now he's got his head leaned back as his fucking wife's pit odor is wafting up at him.
Yeah. Bill is happy in that photo because he's getting laid that night.
I'd like to eat apple pie out of Melania Trump's vagina.
But look at the clothes Hillary wore. That's why she stunk. She was literally wearing curtains.
My wife's dressed like a couch.
You think Bill would complain that Hillary's pits wouldn't stink as bad if she wasn't wearing upholstery?
Yeah. Her fucking dress is a Scotch guarded. She looks good right there.
Yeah,
Is
she
that
does.
Hillary?
Stop buying your clothes at Huffman Coos.
Huffman Coos. You think Bill has made any
What a
inappropriate
great-
comments about Melania Trump during this election cycle
boy,
at home?
has he. When he shook her hand, he was probably like, let's just ditch these 2 zeros.
Yeah, I'm kidding, but I'm not.
Your husband's fat. Your husband's fat. My wife's pussy smells like Staten Island. Oh, that's a fucking hilarious story.
She goes, it says the two became good friends and dated casually through high school and later
Wow.
began a sexual affair in 1974 after
Dolly.
Kyle and her first husband divorced. This is Dolly Kyle.
He met
again.
Hillary at college.
In
right?
college,
Okay.
yeah.
She's
Dolly
smoking.
was smoking back.
I
in the
mean,
day.
she is really hot.
Oh, Dolly Kyle is throwing her under the bus. Let me tell you
She
something.
still looks good.
Yeah.
You know, but Dolly Kyle thought she was going to end up with Bill. That's why she's got venom in her. Listen to this quote. Dolly, now, years later, this is from the 70s. As a woman in her 60s, she goes to whatever this was, the Daily Mail, and she says she was shocked by Hillary's unkempt appearance, poor hygiene, and matronly clothes, and didn't believe it was the same girl that Bill had moved in with.
Matronly.
Yep, matronly clothes.
She's a terrible dresser.
And bad hygiene.
Hillary is a terrible dresser.
It's really bad when they say you have bad hygiene, because then it's like you're just not accomplishing a life skill. You know
No.
what I mean? Like you don't have the ability. You don't wash.
Yeah.
You know, you have poor hygiene. That's
My
just,
wife's gums smell like dried sweat. You know, she stunk.
I've said this before, but the older women get, they start to dress like starship commanders.
yeah, with the jacket on, with
they all
the
look-
things.
Yeah, they all look like Captain Kirk.
They all have smart jackets with the shoulder buttons
They
on
have
them.
shoulder pads and fucking some type of medal they won.
Yeah,
that they
yeah.
didn't win.
Pantsuits do. They look like women's pantsuits look like futuristic men's suits.
Yeah, Hillary is the worst with that though. Her outfits are because it's all the same color from head to toe.
Dolly, keep it down. My wife's home. I think I hear her.
Yeah.
It's so fucking mean.
Hillary's a bit monochromatic.
She really is monochromatic. Good word. Look at the what? Whoa.
Whoa,
Hey,
Jim,
hey,
you're getting
Jim.
carried away with your
Jim.
soundboard, Jimmy.
Jimmy.
Fix it. I broke something.
If
I
we
don't know
can't
what
trust you with the
happened.
gadgets, we won't give them to you.
Hey,
Mars
I
is
didn't
getting
know
upset
what
with you over
happened.
there.
I broke something.
I love when something goes wrong. And Mars gives this look like, what that fucking idiot do this time?
No, Mars is like, that sounds bad. I hope I can fix it. What happened? I broke something.
This is Dolly Kyle says she picked up. I picked up Billy at the airport. This is just she calls him Billy now, just to really drive the point home of how familiar they were. You know what I mean? She says I picked Billy up at the airport, and he had this dotty-looking middle-aged woman with him. This
Oh, my
woman was
God.
Hillary.
Oh my God!
She's just trashing Hillary.
And Bill was shocked when I can't believe my wife took a shower.
Where did cheese go? I don't know.
what the fuck was that?
She's the worst dresser.
She goes. I thought it was a.
She should be in Guardians of the Galaxy. That coat sucks.
with that long coat that goes past her knees.
Didn't Joseph wear that coat?
It really is. It's a Technicolor dream coat, isn't it?
Oh, that's funny.
It really is.
Nobody should wear coats, male or female, that go past your knees.
Well, if you're in a band.
Yeah, if you're in a band,
Yeah,
right.
if you're in a band, you can wear that shit, but if you're not, you can't
If
wear
you're in a band or if you're going to shoot up a high school in Colorado.
that coat is garbage.
Damn, that bitch's jacket looks like she's wearing rugs and shit.
It's like Bob made the curtain thing, and
hey, Chip.
Dolly says, "I thought it was a Hillary impersonator because she looked so bad and she smelled so bad.
She looks
I
like
just
Paul
didn't think it
Williams."
was Hillary."
Hillary looks like Paul Williams. With the glasses? Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Look at
She
that.
really does. She looks like he's in camouflage.
Her shirts look like smocks.
Yeah, they're not good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, what are you going to do? I mean, you can't, you got to,
You could do better than Hillary's doing. Especially if she stinks, which we're finding out today in the news. Apparently, she reportedly does stink.
Yeah.
Today, still.
I believe so.
No, is that real? Are people saying that she smells?
Dolly,
Yes, he said that.
Dolly Kyle now is just speaking to her time and saying she was a woman who couldn't dress and smelled bad.
Look, probably back then, but not. There's no way. There's no way she smells now. And in the middle, when she was the first lady, they actually she actually started looking a lot better. They took her glasses off. Her hair was done. It wasn't that hay hair.
Right.
She actually looked all right when she was the first lady. She wasn't that bad.
Yeah, she was.
No, she's not bad. Like right there to the left. Bill actually he went to the lady and goes, make this bitch look like somebody I'd fuck.
She's embarrassing me. People ask me to introduce him to my mama.
I got to tell you something.
What?
He styled her to look a little more like Dolly Kyle.
That's what I'm saying. He looks.
Look at that. He gave Hillary the Dolly haircut.
He gave her a picture of Dolly and said, make her look like this.
Make her look like Dolly and make her smell like this, too. She stinks.
My wife smells like manure.
You think Hillary didn't wash her vagina?
Oh, it was probably awful. When she pulls off her panties, it sounds like a fruit roll-up.
You think she smells like a JetBlue sandwich?
It's been pre-made and just sitting in a drawer for 2 days.
Just those purple onions. She smells like purple onions.
No.
Oh, man, poor Hillary.
I know.
She can't get a break, huh?
What are you talking about? She's almost president.
But she's still, I mean, she doesn't need people coming out and saying she's a bad... And this woman's also saying, Dolly's saying she was a sex addict and so was Bill. Like Dolly was a sex addict. Hillary was not. She said she doesn't know if Hillary was a lesbian, but she knows that Hillary wanted a kid. And that's another thing. Like, if you're Chelsea Clinton, do you want to read an article that's like, oh, they decided to have me so that nobody would think my mom was a lesbian?
Do you think Chelsea and Hillary had to talk about it? They probably don't pay attention. But you know, there's that one moment where Chelsea's like, did she really just...
Right.
Dumped in her so people wouldn't...
Hillary's like, oh, another one of these bullshit articles, right, Chelsea? And Chelsea's like, yeah. And just looking at her mother like, there's too many of these to not be true.
How funny if it would be.
Plus, you did stink when I was a little girl.
That's true, yeah. None of the kids would have parties at our house.
Yeah.
You smelled like a diner.
You always smell. You always smelled like a dish.
Used to chuck deodorants at me in school and said, these are for your mom.
My wife's vagina smells like linoleum after you've cleaned vomit off it. You know that smell that lasts?
You mean clean linoleum?
No, you know that puke smell that lingers?
Oh.
Hey, what if none of it's true?
Yeah.
That she never stunk at all.
She never stunk. They were in love from the beginning.
Right.
He banged one chick and got caught, and Hillary, and they had the best family life. She was great in bed. They fucked all the time.
Right.
And none of it's true.
I think that there's very little chance of that happening because the one confirmed case is him shoving a cigar up an intern's pussy.
You don't start with that.
Exactly.
I'd like to know what that cigar was, by the way.
You don't
0 to 100.
Start using a cunt like a humidor. That's after 30 years of extramarital frolicking.
He's dipping in her fucking cunt like a bourbon. Yo,
by the way, we were talking yesterday about wanting to get a billboard for this show. I think that needs to be our tagline.
Yeah.
You don't start by using a cunt like a humidor.
My God.
Yeah, no, I don't. I think that Bill...
Why would he stick a cigar in a fucking woman's
I get
vagina?
it.
He's the president, and he's done it all.
He's just being dirty. Like,
Was
I want
it
to
a
taste this
Cuban?
later.
I bet it was.
It made it dirtier because it's illegal?
Oh, yeah. He's like, I'm not even supposed to have these. And then right up her twat it went.
Hide this.
Yeah. That was the role-playing game that they went. That the police were coming in, and Bill was like, where am I going to hide the cigar?
It was lit. Couldn't find his ashtray. I got to go out there. Yasser Arafat's waiting for me. I'll bet he just did that so he could think of it when he smoked. When he smoked it in front of his wife or in front of his friend, he could think of her.
He probably dipped the lit side, so when he smoked it, he tasted her pussy.
Oh, yeah. You think that he would smoke the cigars with Monica in the room in front of his wife? And then that way him and Monica would know,
Yeah, but Hillary didn't smell it.
I don't know. Hillary may have a sixth sense for that type of stuff.
God damn it, Hillary keeps eating my cigars.
he just. Hillary looks like a bad dog. He walks into the room like, what happened to the cigars? And Hillary just has cigar debris all over her chin going, I don't know.
Yeah, I heard a clunk and I caught her rooting through the humidor.
Hillary said I get blowjobs as long as I dip cigars in pussy. That's her favorite treat.
For her birthday, I just put a candle in a cigar.
He just had to keep fixing her cigars for her.
And you wouldn't even smell the vagina on the cigar.
No, but you'd know.
Some of them you would.
You'd know. You know what I mean? I'm sure it's just a psychological thing.
I think you'd smell Monica's.
You think so?
Yeah, she was a kind of big girl.
She was a chubby girl for sure.
Chubby girl, probably hot.
She was thick.
She's probably hot. It depends on what time of day it was.
Oh yeah.
Did she just get to the office? Did she take the train?
Oh no, she did. It would have been an evening after a day of wearing a wool dress. You know?
Wow.
Your pants.
Yeah, you smelled that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I think there was something psychological about him smoking the cigar while Hillary was in the room and Monica was in there too.
Oh, she looks good now, Monica, huh?
Yeah.
She looks good. I mean, back then she was all right.
She looked like Bill's type. She was like kind of a
wow.
Chubby, a little trashy, bangs, you know what I mean?
She looks good, really good now.
Yeah, she does look good now.
Is she married? Now, imagine that. Oh, fuck. Well, that'd be a tough one to get over.
Try to get a blow. No, I'd love it. She try to get a blowjob. You're come on.
Be great.
Like to do,
You think it'd be tough to get over?
If it was your wife?
Yeah.
Yeah, and your Costco, and every old lady keeps looking at your wife and kid. Well, you look familiar.
Yeah.
You have to lie. Oh.
I'd be fine with it on a personal level.
Really?
But not, you're right, the public thing of people coming up to you and be like, oh, your wife's the one that blew. Oh, shit.
Yeah, she'd have to get shirts that say, I sucked the president's dick.
Right, just to get it out of the way.
Just to get in, just to be in on it.
Right, just so this is on the table.
That fat Linda Tripp ruined everything.
Yeah, she did. Bill was having a hell of a time.
What does she look like now?
Linda Tripp? Well, I hope her hotness held up.
I do too, because she was really cute.
Yeah, she was really cute back then. Oh my God, she doesn't look bad.
She actually looks a lot
She
better.
got her shit together.
She's got a lot.
She was
Wow.
such a monster. Look at her up there.
She looks like
She looks like
Laverne.
Howard Stern. Oh yeah, she does. She looks like fucking Laverne.
Yeah.
Do you think she was flattered that SNL? Remember when SNL used to do parodies of her? Do you remember who played her? John Goodman. you think she was flattered that they picked John Goodman to play her?
But if you look at that photo on the right, I mean, it looks like John Goodman.
Yeah, John Goodman would be a good pick.
I mean, look at that photo.
She looks much better. She's hiding the neck with that thing she wears.
Well, she had a ton of plastic surgery.
She looks like fucking Charlotte Nash after the chimp attack when she got all put together.
Look at John Goodman. I'll tell you exactly, too. Lorne Michaels is responsible for that woman having all that plastic surgery. 100%.
Yeah, John Goodman makes her look really fat and ugly.
You think so?
Yeah.
John Goodman. Yeah, they look so.
Can you imagine being a lady, being a woman, being born female? You're a woman. You have a femininity about you. And you're like, oh, I guess SNL is going to skewer me this week. I wonder who they're going to pick to play me. Maybe. And you turn it on. And it's not any of the A-list actresses. It's John Goodman.
If you're a man, that's insulting.
Could you imagine being her friends having to lie? You don't look like John Goodman.
You know,
they're out of line.
The thing about the John Goodman pick is it's not even funny. It doesn't look like you, so it's not funny.
Not at all. More like Gerard Depardieu.
You lying piece of shit. All her friends stink.
But when she's not around, they're all laughing at it. They're all having the time of their lives. It says Bill kept it's a Gurkha cigars. You know Gurkha cigars, Bobby?
I do. They're very nice.
Are they?
Very nice cigar, yeah.
He kept several inside sources have confirmed that the Gurkha cigars were indeed the cigars used between Monica Lewinsky and Bill Clinton.
I would have used the Grand Cajone Tatuaje.
Is that right?
Isn't the problem.
Very big one. I call it the Wesley Snipes when I put it in my mouth.
Is that what you fantasize about?
Because it actually changed. The end of it goes from ashy to nice dark black when you put it in your mouth.
Oh.
Yeah, Jim knows.
Yeah, I don't smoke cigars.
Well, in a way.
Got weird quick though. got very real very fast.
Why would Monica tell anyone that he put the cigar in her pussy? Bill Clinton didn't offer that up. They didn't, I did not have sexual relations with that woman. I did put a cigar in her pussy.
Yeah.
Is that cheating?
That's not technically sex.
He didn't say that.
No.
So why would she have said that?
She thought Monica had her own
Linda?
problems. She thought she was having girl talk with Linda Tripp.
And she recorded it.
And she recorded it on her little flower lapel.
Is that it?
Yeah. Yeah. That's what SNL would have John Goodman as Linda Tripp and just like sitting basically on top of her going like, what was that, Monica? And just pointing the brooch right at her face.
Linda Tripp is gross.
Yeah. Yeah, but she recorded her telling the story. She thought she was just confiding in Linda Tripp.
But why would Linda Tripp know that she was going to tell her something? And why would she?
I mean, she had obviously talked to her before.
Yeah.
So she talked to her before and then figured, I'm going to get this on tape.
Well, yeah, because Linda had a bone to pick with Bill.
And where do you get a flower lapel microphone?
The Spy Store.
I mean, because back then, now it's so easy. You just have everybody has a phone. You can do it. But back then, it was pretty hard.
But in the 90s, they had like brick and mortar spy stores.
Oh yeah,
like you could go into the spy store that was on the corner. You know,
none of the shit worked once.
It was terrible.
Yeah. The old pen recorder.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Hey, what's that? What'd you say?
Yeah, but
click.
Yeah, but the pen was huge. It looked like it didn't look like any pen that existed at all.
You had to hold on to your shoulder like a camera.
Plus, there was like one sentence worth of ink in it because it had to be full of electronics, so nobody could borrow it. Like it was the most suspicious pen of all. There's no branding on it anywhere.
You couldn't hear anything,
and then you had no idea how to get the audio off of it.
Yeah, it sounded like what?
Yeah,
I shot the president's cock and put a cigar in my pussy. I say that again. Put a cigar in my pussy.
Well, it's hard to tell from the recording, but she's saying that the president shoved a cigar in her pussy. Yeah, but she obviously had a major bone to pick because she went to all the trouble of recording that conversation.
Who did she tell it to? I don't remember. Who did she go to with that
Linda Tripp?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think she might have gone to the press with it first. She just immediately went to the press. I think that was the plan from the beginning.
I love that it backfired, though, and everybody hated her.
She was
Everyone
awful.
hated Linda Tripp for that. It was more because she recorded, because Monica was a young, dumb intern, and she recorded her.
And at least you could be like, well, you know, Monica was doing what Monica was doing, whatever. But Linda Tripp was the one person who was being absolutely malicious about the whole thing. She went to the news, right? Yeah, she went immediately to the press with it.
How much money did she make? Did she make anything?
I'm sure she didn't make enough that's maintained.
She
gave
the tapes to Kenneth Starr in exchange for immunity.
Oh, okay. But why would you need to have immunity?
I don't know.
From what? If you didn't tell anybody anything, why? What
has
did they
anyone
get her
heard?
on?
Has anyone heard those tapes? I don't remember if they've been heard.
I don't remember if they were played or not. But I know the information got out there. The information got out there quickly.
Well, that's why it's weird. Everybody's attacking Trump, that he's a sexual piece of shit, and he's done all this stuff, which I don't know if he's done. It's alleged,
right?
You know, of course. And if he's done it, he is a piece of shit. But you know, Bill Clinton did some pretty awful shit to women too.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, that's also alleged. Like
maybe.
No,
hold on, maybe
that's not
is.
alleged.
Yeah, but she said, like, go ahead, put a cigar in my pussy. You know what I mean? If somebody's giving you permission, he didn't rape her with a cigar.
Well,
yeah.
Well, he's not. Well, there's alleged stuff for him too.
He
would rape with Benson and Hedges.
Like all the stuff that's confirmed about Bill is
but he's
at least consensual. But you're right, he's not a great.
Yeah, but you did it. You stuck us. All right, when you're teaching your kids something.
Yeah.
You know, being the leader of the free world, sticking cigars in interns' pussies.
You're saying he may have taken advantage of a power position.
He might have. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's...
Could have.
You know.
He might have taken advantage of a young person that could have a reason to look up to him, you're saying.
Yeah,
maybe.
Exactly.
Maybe there's something to that.
It's like a chubby comic having a good set and getting a hand job somewhere. You know what I mean? From a hot chick.
Right.
Yeah, taking advantage.
It's literally what all of us would have done.
Of her mood.
Yeah. I don't know if I would have shoved a cigar in an intern.
No, not a cigar. No, but I mean, fooled around with her.
I don't know if you would.
Monica would have milked your dick so well.
You think so? You think so?
Would have nursed it.
It does sound tempting.
Yeah. Good girl.
Especially, you're saying any of us would have done that if we were given that position and we had wives that had bad body odor, greasy hair, and possibly vaginas that stunk.
Yeah, and didn't want to have sex with us.
Yeah, but you're talking about us. He admitted to being a sex addict, didn't he?
No.
Are you sure?
No, he didn't. Dolly said he was.
Dolly did.
Yeah. Dolly Kyle said he was a sex addict.
But you're
sex
saying
addict
And she also said that she knocked out Jesse Ventura. I mean, you know.
That wasn't Dolly. That was
wrong, Kyle.
Chris Kyle. That's a different.
Yeah, but you're saying
You think the greatest sniper in the history of the country was also having sex with Bill Clinton?
Yes, he was a master of disguise.
you're saying any of us would do the same thing. That's not really. I mean, in this room, that's not saying much.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're talking about guys who are supposed to be better. They're supposed to be better than us. You're the president of the fucking of the free world. You're supposed to be a little better than three shitheads in a fucking studio.
Any of us would do the same thing, which is why none of us would ever be even close to elected
when
president.
Fucking Monica's bent over the table with her asshole out, just yelling.
Come and get it.
You really think so?
Yeah. That's it. These are some of the best sound bites ever, by the way.
Thank you.
That's funny.
Well, I mean, the Donald Trump stuff is just getting creepier. There's because he's done so much media. Everything he's ever done is slowly but surely coming out
to haunt him.
That's what Howard was talking about when he ran for governor.
Yeah.
And then he started to win.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm out.
Right.
I'm fucking gone.
Stop looking, because I'm out.
Because once, and there, someone said that this same thing might have happened to him, where he was like, I'll just run for president. And then he started winning, and he's like, what the fuck? But his ego
won't let him drop out.
He should have got the fuck out.
Yeah, I don't think that he thought he was going to win this thing.
Yeah, or you couldn't have.
Like, I think he just went forward being like, this will be great. I'll just look like I just get a bunch of press and look like $1 million.
Yeah.
And then as he started winning, you're right, his ego does not allow him.
It just caught fire because he gave a pretty dumb opening statement, or fairly, poorly said opening statement. And it just resonated with people. Right.
I don't think that anybody, when he first made the Mexican rapist thing,
right.
That's his first speech. To announce he was running for president. He's like, we're getting the rapists out of here. And people are like, well, this is like a joke, right? But everybody was like, no, I'm voting for that guy. So it became a different thing.
I believe it's bringing more in. We should relieve Mexico of their problem.
of rapists, bring in more rapists.
Here.
That's a terrible strategy.
Why?
It's helpful. We're helpful.
Helpful to Mexico?
It's everyone.
Oh.
But why would it be helpful to us?
Well, I mean, let's be good people. Get the rapists out of there, bring them here.
Are you planning a trip to Acapulco? I just want it to be rape-free zone.
No, I'm actually on a vacation right below Juarez.
Is that right? Oh,
absolutely.
That sounds. I mean,
that should be fun.
Sounds like it should be fun. It's very tropical.
I have this really hot blonde. I'm going to take down to Juarez.
Oh, perfect.
Walk around, meet some locals.
Yeah, just walk around the streets, the open air market. Those
perfect.
Fun. Yeah,
dancing in the clubs.
Yeah, get drunk.
Yeah, buy a round of drinks for everyone with cash.
Good. And just put the remaining cash right back in your pocket, right?
Yeah. Make sure you fuck with the guy with the guitar case with guns in it.
I'll tell them, do you know who I am? I'm very important back home.
Yeah. Say this. I may not have a lot of money, but my parents do.
Well, that's not true.
You should wear a shirt that says, I'm fired. Oh, you're fired from Donald Trump. Wear a Trump shirt, a Trump hat, wear a Trump wig.
Make America great again.
Yeah. Make America great again.
Donald was on Wendy Williams in 2013.
Oh.
And this is the tape that came out yesterday. You were talking about people talking about Donald Trump being kind of a sexual predator or not. And look, if he force kisses women, which he very well might do, because he's mentioned it a lot,
right.
That's not good. You can't force kiss women.
What about force kissing men?
Force kissing men, it's a sign of dominance and intimidation.
Right.
That's okay.
Straightening them out.
Yeah, straight. I'm the alpha in this room.
Right. I'm sure in a business scenario, Donald has grabbed somebody by his two fat cheeks on his face and kissed him right on the mouth and let him know.
Plant one.
Yeah.
Plant a smooch right here.
Right. But you can't do it to a woman. He was on Wendy Williams, though, and Wendy asked him, I'm going to let you guess, Bobby, because Jim has seen the clip. Wendy had Ivanka and Donald on at the same time.
Yeah.
And he said, what do you two...
Do you have the question? Do you have the question or no?
Do you want to just play the question? Can you do that, Adrian, and pause it? Yeah. All right. Don't you fuck this up, Adrian. Don't you fuck this up.
Don't you talk to him like that?
What's important?
It's important.
He was with me first.
I know, but he needs to be disciplined.
No, he doesn't.
Because let me tell you something. He came from, you know what, dude?
Yeah.
With a severe lack of discipline and respect.
Well, because he wasn't there long enough before you sucked him out.
First of all, he was interning for us before you. But go on.
Break the fucking. Is this the game we're playing? Fucking reality, fucking fantasy.
Yeah,
back to reality
fun.
quick.
Yeah, well, the mayor of Fun City just kind of crapped out.
Let's listen to this question from our guy.
Yeah,
Adrian.
We want to know a little bit more about you guys. So we play this game here. It's called Fave 5. I'll ask the question. Ivanka, you answer first, and then Dad, you answer also. Okay, Ivanka, what's the favorite thing you have in common with your father?
Either real estate or golf.
Okay.
Well, now we got to ask Trump.
Well, it's the same question.
Does she ask him?
Or I think she just throws it right to Trump. It's either real estate or golf. What is your favorite thing that you have in common with your father?
And Trump said,
sweet! That doesn't even make any sense. Why would he say that? He just wanted to hit the button. This is what happened. See, you like the sound bites because they've been in context since you've been here, Bob. Yeah. But almost every day, they're not in context at all.
They
he
are
just
so
hits
in
them.
context.
He just likes to...
You're not so smart now, are you?
I was in context.
He just finds excuses to push the buttons.
It's kind of addicting, like Hillary's vagina smell.
That's right. Yeah, it's not good, but there's something about it. You keep going back.
Yeah.
What do you think, Bobby, was the thing for $10,000? What is the thing that Donald and Ivanka have in common that is Donald's favorite?
Force kissing women.
You think Ivanka force kisses women as well?
I think she force kisses women and light blonde pubic hair.
So you think Donald will say, "Well, it's our pubic hair. It's the same."
Yes, it's the same. Yes.
Okay, well let's see.
Pubic hair and taking long, unbroken dumps.
Okay, they run in the Trump family.
Yes,
long,
right.
unbroken.
A long, unbroken dump.
It comes
She's
out
a
like
bowl claw. Oh, that's Clinton.
comes out like soft serve, just in that nice even spiral. Is that right?
Or I like one like a submarine. It just sinks.
Oh, it goes down the pipe.
Just goes down the pipe, and half of it's sticking up. You don't know how long it is.
Right.
You know, you pull it out, and it looks like it's 6 inches. But if you get a little hook on it, or a thumb and an index, and pull it out, it's around a 12-foot log.
You're not supposed to pull it out.
Oh, all right. Well,
I need to examine them.
How are you going to see how long it is?
No,
You wouldn't want someone to drop that in your mouth?
What?
And then it would slowly, and then it would stand up, and then it would just tip gently on the side of your face.
What if a log falls on your face in the woods? Does it make a sound? No, you do.
It would just stick up, and then slowly gravity would pull it over on your cheek.
I don't like the detail in which you're telling. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the fucking the little tiny details that you're adding to the story.
Yeah.
You never know. I mean, that would never, right? Like a log sticking.
Let's get back on topic here.
What do you do with a log when you put it in your mouth?
I imagine
Does
you
it
feel like
skim?
I imagine you feel like a goose.
Does it
You think so?
But
You
does
feel a
it-
little silly?
But does it skim your teeth?
Oh, God damn it.
Or do you have to put your lips around your teeth so you don't skim it? Is there a technique to eating shit? Like, you know what I mean? Is there a technique to putting a log in your mouth? You know.
So bad.
Language. This
Thank
is
you.
my house.
Sorry.
Thank you. I'm glad you did that. Should we find out what the thing that Ivanka and Donald have in common that Donald likes the most?
I say the same color pubic hair.
And long
like
shits.
like a towhead.
Can I guess?
And long, unbroken poops.
Now, we'll remind everybody, Ivanka's, she said golf and real estate.
Yes.
Like, Chip, if you want to guess, you can feel free.
Probably playing fucking Monopolies or something, because that motherfucker collecting Boardwalk and Park Place and all that shit's in it.
I hate him.
It's just unnecessary.
I wish Sirius would fire him.
Me too. Can we just fire Chip? Is
Just
that possible?
Chip. Is there any way we can fire Chip?
Get Chip banned from the building? All right, let's find out what Donald likes so much.
Donald, with your daughter?
Well, I was going to say sex, but I can't relate that.
What the fuck?
Doesn't even. It's not. He was just trying to. He jammed a joke in.
That's all it was.
Yeah, it's one of the Twitter trolls just trying to jam a fat joke
I was
in.
going to say sex?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Isn't that a little creepy?
Yeah, well, it's not even.
It's understandable.
He was. Yeah.
Do you think he wants to have sex with his daughter?
I don't know. I mean,
no.
I think I think that he sees her as an extension of how awesome he is because he created such a beautiful, tall woman.
Yeah.
And he's sitting there going like, how great would she be to fuck? Because he knows how great he is to fuck.
Well, meaning like, look at what I created. This amazing piece of ass.
Didn't he once say that if they weren't related, he'd be dating her?
He said that multiple times.
On The View, he said that they made fun of him.
Yeah.
It was actually a likable clip of him on The View.
It wasn't likable at all.
No, because he was like legitimately laughing when they made fun of him, calling him Woody Allen. Like they got him and he laughed about it. It was funny.
Yeah, but it wasn't likable. They were making fun of him because he just said he would date his daughter. Hey,
I'm the president.
This is a great. The title of this YouTube video is Donald Trump nearly casually remarks about incest with his daughter.
But what would you do, Playboy
Look at her legs.
Ivanka, on the cover of the magazine if she had not?
This is going to be an interesting answer.
He doesn't even want you to have a drink. I know it. So
It would be really disappointing. Not really. But it would depend on what was inside the magazine.
If she posed, it would be fine. But if they put her picture on,
Yeah, but it depends on what goes inside the magazine.
Well, see, that's her gripe. That's this girl's gripe.
And
People
was nothing.
assume there'll be nude photos.
Right, you do assume that with Playboy.
Okay,
But if there weren't, you wouldn't have an issue with it then. If they were using her to...
I don't think Ivanka would do that inside the magazine, although she does have a very nice figure. I've said that if Ivanka weren't my daughter, perhaps I'd be dating her. You know?
Stop it! Oh, it's
What?
so weird. Stop. You know what? You are sick.
Yeah, dude, listen.
Isn't it terrible?
Yeah.
That's not a boys will be boys moment, and that's not
He's just
likable.
laughing. He's just he's almost Aspergery.
Yeah,
he's almost Aspergery. Like, but watch when he's just laughing and having a good time with it.
That's not something to have a good time with.
Yeah, but no, because you have to have that thought by yourself.
Yeah.
To make that joke, you have to have I believe every joke lies in it. Like there's a little tiny truth to it. You had that thought,
right?
And you go, "That's funny."
Right.
You know what I mean?
But you have to understand what the truth of that would be to understand that it's funny. Yeah. Like the moment that he says, but let's be honest, she does have a good figure. Immediately you go, what? Like
that's something that you would say about.
Okay, you could say my daughter.
How many mothers say that? My son is so handsome.
When they're like, he's gonna pose nude, and they're like, oh, he's got a beautiful body. You'd be like, what the fuck?
Nah, but I know what you mean.
But there's a difference between a little kid. Like Max has a nice little tush. I'd like to take a little bite once in a while, just a little bite of Max's bum.
Does he got any friends you could bring along?
I knew he'd come out. Yeah. Just gonna lure him out with some little boy tush candy.
Yeah, hey, you can't leave them kind of breadcrumbs laying around.
But you can't. It's look, when you're talking about it's a different. When you're talking about a little kid and he's cute or she's gorgeous. You're not talking sex. There's no sex.
Right, that's sex.
Why not?
Once you have pubes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and you're talking about...
Yank them out with tweezers. Forever young.
It's just the worst.
You love that song?
Yes, I do.
Little bums.
I love Peter Pan.
Can we not do this? Can we take this off?
I got that picture in my restaurant. The three heinies, I call it.
It's awful.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
We know who's never going to run for president. We know Norton's never going to have an office.
Look at those three.
Eeny,
meeny, miny.
This is all they have to play to get Norton out of the game if he's running for president.
I said things in May of 1990.
Tef box. We see you on the hotline. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
Okay.
It's just the hotline.
No, I understand. It's the teftification of the U.S. of A. is happening.
Yeah, yeah. But you're right about the Donald thing. That there's something about the way he says it. That if you were in a room, he'd be like, "Yeah, isn't my daughter fucking sexy? Like I'm just appreciating my daughter."
But your daughter's too old to say that. You guys are adults, and she is smoking hot. I mean, it's like.
But you're the guy. It should be like, "Oh, we can't say she's hot. Her dad's here."
That's true.
That's how it's supposed to go.
It's weird.
Right?
It is a little weird.
Especially when he's like, we both like sex. He said, I've often joked, if I wasn't Ivanka's father, I'd probably be dating her.
Yeah, because her legs are phenomenal.
Yeah, but
dude, she's amazing.
She's amazing. That you can't. I date her. When you're Donald Trump and you say you date a girl, you're fucking them.
Yeah, first night.
You're fucking them. Donald doesn't just date you. I'd take her out to dinner and walk her to her car and kiss her on the cheek. I'm going to finger fuck you in my limo.
Yes.
Is what you're basically...
He's not a gentleman on the first date.
You have to go further with that thought.
That's true. He's really not.
Yeah.
The end of most of his dates, he has to go, could you jump up and down so my watch falls out? Wow, she has nice feet too.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
But just even to like,
You think he's ever rubbed her feet?
I think he has.
Cutting a rod? I would.
I believe he's rubbed her feet.
Why not? She's beautiful.
I believe he's offered his daughter a foot massage like after a tough day at work. Yes, I believe that has happened. I don't think he's jerked off to it, Adrian. But I bet there was something going on down there.
She is really stunning. What's her husband like? Is he like some big business guy?
No, he's just an average dude. I think he's probably
Oh, okay.
She's beautiful, yeah. Oh, he's definitely average.
Jared Kushner. Yeah, he's probably comes
Oh,
from.
he's got dimples.
She is gorgeous.
I sat behind her at a press conference once, and that was enough. It was enough. She's amazing.
Yeah. Ooh la la.
I smelled her ponytail.
Ew.
Smelled good.
Did you really?
Yes.
It's all her.
Think she got a whiff of your hair? He's an investment guy, yeah.
No, I don't think she got a whiff of my hair. Why?
Just wondering.
No, I don't. She said I was behind her.
Smells like Jerry curl.
Put Jerry curl in my hair.
Does.
That's your
Your
soul.
hair smells like fucking like cocoa butter.
Yeah. Oil he got off the street in front.
Yeah,
in front of the basketball courts.
Head smells like
On
Egyptian
6th.
musk.
Let's go to Chris in Chicago. You want to call Jim Norton and Sam Roberts this morning? It's 866-969-1969. You can follow us on Twitter at Jim and Sam Show.
Oh, he owns the New York Observer.
And Robert Kelly is here. What's
morning,
going
guys.
on, Chris?
Well, if you listen back to that clip that he just played.
Which one, the View clip or the one where he goes?
Which one are you talking about?
The
What's
View
the motherfucking clip?
What's the fucking clip? There's a lot of them.
He didn't say that. He doesn't say it off the cuff. That was pre-planned. How he said that. Well, I would date my daughter. He had that thought in his head way before that question came out.
That's his line. You know what I mean? He's like that's how he makes other people know that he's the man. He's like, you see how hot my daughter is? I would bang her if she wasn't my daughter.
Yeah, but nobody's
If
around.
you had that kind of, I'm sorry, guys. If you had that kind of comment, wouldn't that be something you just like? Oh, say it off the cuff. But he's had that in his arsenal.
Yeah, he has.
Yeah. I would have been like, yo, that bitch so fine. She looks thin and shit. What's up?
Why'd you have to hit the? See, he hits the button, even though that's his button.
Shit dip.
Get off me, Edgar.
It's his. The chip
I
laugh
hate
is now.
Edgar's fucking dumb baby fingernails.
The chip laugh is now a button.
A button?
Yes.
Where are you from? Harry Potter?
It's a
world?
button.
He's the mayor of
It's just
Douchetown.
magic. It's a button.
Hey, let me ask you, that camera you had, off subject for 1 second, that camera you had at the Comedy Show, was good. Is that order or can I buy that in a store?
You can. You can't buy it in a store. You have to order it. It's called the Mevo.
Okay.
And you have one in the studio. You have one here. You can just take that one. They don't use it.
Yeah, there's a Mevo here.
Yeah, there's a Mevo here. Just take that one. Use it.
Whip it good.
Ba-na-na-na-na.
Devo.
Mevo.
Mevo.
Yeah. They have it. Edgar, I swear to God, I'm gonna bite your fingernails clean.
Shit dip.
I hate his dry mouth.
Yeah, they brought him in here, but the resolution's not as good as those. But it'd be good for sets or whatever.
I might want to do it because I need to shoot my set to show my person.
You gonna shoot your special on him?
Yes, I'm gonna handhold one in front of me. Just look into it. Mevo, Uvo, we all go.
Let's go to Frank in Jersey. What's up, Frank?
Hey, what's going on, guy? Hey, East Brunswick here, representing Jim from North Brunswick. Listen to me. The funny thing is about Trump's daughter's.
What?
Trump's. East Brunswick. You're from North Brunswick, Jimmy, right?
Shut the fuck
up! Hey, listen. Trump's daughter's husband was put in jail by Chris Christie. Trump's daughter's husband's father, rather, is a crooked politician, money laundering and whatnot, and he was put in jail for 15 years by Chris Christie, which is ironic because Chris Christie is supporting Trump.
Oh wow!
Oh,
maybe that's why he didn't become the VP, because he put his Trump's son-in-law in jail, technically, or the father, the brother, the son-in-law, whatever the fuck relationship that is.
He didn't become the VP because.
I mean, maybe that went into it though.
Can't
That
have
would
two
have been
fat
unfucking-
guys.
He's a fucking goon. Trump has gotten chubby, hasn't he?
Yes,
Buddy,
he has.
he's back to when he fought in WWE. Fat.
Right.
Remember when he fell?
Just a terrible bump.
Who was he beating? Oh, was he beating up McMahon? Vince.
He went
And
to clothesline him, and his whole body just fell over.
Yeah, but remember his ass? Remember how big his ass
Yep.
was? It looked like a fat woman ass.
Yeah. Yeah, it just jiggled on the way down. We watch him when we watch the debates in here. Yeah. You can see that it's such a wide ass he's got.
Well, yeah, he has a big, comfortable chair height.
He does.
Yeah,
he does. That's meant for a throne.
He did. He really does have fucking.
Oh no! Go back to the beginning. You want to see athleticism, Jim? Look at Trump's big bump. Look at.
But look at that ass. Look at it
protruding.
They film it in a way that it looks like he's punching him.
He was punching him. He was
really hitting him.
Why is he wearing a suit in wrestling?
It was the Battle of the Billionaires, Jim.
Yeah, Battle of the Billionaires. You have to wear a suit. Can't be a billionaire and not have a suit.
Oh my God.
Where'd my cheese go? DDT.
That's not the lyrics to the song, dude.
God damn it.
That's not the lyrics to the song at all. What's wrong?
1, 2, 3.
Where did cheese go?
You like this, Bobby?
Where did cheese go? I don't know.
Tef Box is moving in there right now.
I love this song.
How long will it last? Where did cheese go? I don't know.
You know, people keep asking us to play the profane version of that song. I don't want to.
I didn't know there was one, to be honest.
There is. There's a part 2.
I don't need to use that kind of language
with profanity, and I don't necessarily want to.
No, just part 1.
I think we're good with what we got. But yeah, so Donald is there's some weirdness.
There is some weirdness. And he has that weird white guy, like Mason
creepiness about him.
Just that naked. If you saw him naked, you'd just be like, "What is he? Male, female?"
You know what I mean? I've been there.
Look at this photo of him. I've seen this a bunch of times.
My God.
It's Ivanka when she's like, how old did you say? 13, 14 maybe?
Yeah, and her face looks very young, but she's tall, so she looks older. But her face looks really young.
She's sitting on Donald's lap.
Yeah.
Or she's sitting on his knee. And Donald's got his hand on her hip. And she's cupping his face.
Well, where's he supposed to put it?
It's just such a creepy photo.
It really isn't. It seems inappropriate.
Yeah. Don't you think
her too loving a look?
Her cupping his face and looking at him longingly.
Well, that might
she just idolizes him.
Can I just say something though?
Sure.
Thank you. The photographers sometimes get carried away.
Yeah.
I mean, me and Don, we got married in Maui. We're on the beach.
Yeah.
And after we're doing our photo shoot after we got married. And they kept telling us to go do this, do that. Oh, go in the tree, go in the water. All of a sudden, we're in the water. She's like, "Oh, pick her dress up."
And you're just listening to him because you believe you hired him, you believe him, you trust him.
Yeah.
I was like, "Honey, the lady just told me to pull your dress up." Like, I'm not pulling my wife's. What are you nuts?
Why not?
It's our wedding day, you fucking weirdo.
Get that coda showing. That's what hot pictures are made of.
It's a terrible idea.
But I have one photo of us in the water. And I'm pulling up her leg. And she's like, pull it up. Like, she was get naked.
Fuck yeah.
Not me, of course. Dawn.
No.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, then we ruined her fucking dress.
Oh,
yeah.
You got cum on it and shit.
No, we didn't get cum on it.
Chip, you're totally on the wrong direction here.
I got married. You don't fuck on your wedding night.
Did you have sex anyway? I guess you do, right?
Yeah, you have to.
You do. You have to, yeah.
I remember I carried her in and I hit, the hotel doors in the movies, they just kick them open and they stay open.
Yeah.
In real life, they fucking swing shut. Smacked her in the head.
Really?
Yeah. I kicked the door open and we were going in and the door just whacked her in the fucking head. Yeah, what are you going to do?
Lucky she ain't got killed and shit.
Why would she get killed by a hotel door?
Every character stinks.
The worst.
They're the worst.
They're the worst.
They're fucking literally just screeching halt.
Terrible.
Just fucking terrible. There's like fucking 8 people going, ha ha ha. Everybody else is turning the radio off.
Yeah.
Just going back to sports talk.
They are.
So the Cubs won last night.
Shit, dude.
Oh, I hate them. Hate Edgar out of all of them.
Yeah, the Cubbies, like what I say yesterday, Cubbies scalp the tribe. I said that.
You didn't say that. You just made it up just now.
You can't say that.
Cubbies scalped the tribe 5-1.
Speaking of the Cubbies,
I do want to see the Cubs win though, because but then again, the Indians haven't won in fucking 60 years.
Fuck the Indians. They won. They just won basketball. They just got Cleveland. Fuck that,
dude.
They just won the championship.
So I want to see them win.
You do.
But I like the Cubbies too because I like Chicago.
Stop saying not. You keep saying I want to see them win, and I go, you do, and you go, nah. But I also like
yeah,
who
but
cares?
I'm big on Chicago. I do my Chicago accent thing. It's a big.
This is Flip Flop Frank. You haven't met him?
Wait. You know how to do a Chicago accent? I've never heard that.
Hey, the darn Cubbies are in the old series there. They might win the ball game.
Travis, you're a baseball guy, right?
Yeah.
Does anybody call the World Series the old series?
Hey, look, the Cubbies are in there. Looks like they're going to hit a bunch of home runs.
What is that?
I mean, probably.
What dialect is that?
It's from Chicago.
What?
What part of Chicago?
All over.
The whole thing.
Sure.
That's not what they sound like anywhere in Chicago.
Hey, Rob Blagojevich.
No, okay. That is authentic.
It sounds like it could be like anywhere.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it could be Pittsburgh.
I sound like Sebastian. He has a heavy Chicago accent. Sebastian Maniscalco is a comedian.
No, he doesn't sound like he sounds like an Italian.
Hey, I'm over there in a deep dish
He does.
pizza,
Number
gonna
one,
score a bunch of homers.
He doesn't sound like that.
Sound
and
like
number
that at
two,
all.
he doesn't have a very Chicago accent.
He does,
there's,
actually.
There's hints of it.
No, it's heavy. Will you hear him talk? I went to Kmart. He has a fucking Chicago bury you in cement accent. if he wasn't a comic, I would think that he was a fucking gangster.
Let's go to Scott in Chicago. What's going on, Scott?
Oh, nothing much, man. Loving
Scotty!
Hey, Jimmy!
Hey, buddy.
Hey, his Chicago impression is spot on.
Thank you.
It's spot on.
Spot on. It's so good. You'd think there was like a whole deep dish pizza thing. Okay, Cubbies are in the series.
People from Chicago don't just sit around talking about deep dish all the time.
Hey.
If I want my prick cold, I'll do it myself.
Can we just say deep dish pizza stinks?
I agree with you, Bob.
Chicago
It's
pizza.
a Chicago treat.
Fucking stinks.
Don't you knock Chicago, Al Capone you.
Chicago has great food, unbelievable food. One of the best food cities out
Have
there.
a little deep dish pizza over there.
Fucking stinks. Chicago pizzas. You should be ashamed
you
of
don't
yourself.
say that. The Cubbies are playing ball in the old series.
I love Bobby trying to make a point in Chicago, Jim, coming in and not allowing it to happen.
I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, shut up
Get
over
off.
there.
Chicago Edgar.
Get your fingers off.
I'm Edgar Blagojevich.
What?
I can't wait till the day that Jim just short circuits and just all the characters come out at once.
I can't wait till somebody puts him in a home.
Yeah.
Just like a straight jacket. Like who's the guy who used to do
Yeah,
the
but you little
impressions?
deep dish.
You know, all the impression guys
You know
fucking are either dead or in an insane asylum.
Here's what's going to be great. He's going to short circuit.
Yeah.
All of his characters are going to come out at once. Then he's just going to stop responding. His brain and body will no longer be connected.
Yeah.
I will wheel him in here in a wheelchair every morning to do the show.
And I'll just go, sweet!
God damn you. Why would you say that if you couldn't? Go on, Scott.
I just wanted to admonish everybody in Chicago for not coming out and seeing Bobby Kelly when he was in town a couple of weeks ago. He was awesome.
Thank you, buddy.
You're great.
Thank you.
I was the first guy to take a picture with you, and I told you I brought my wife with, and I've been in trouble ever since because she's like, he did a lot of cum stuff. It was really cool.
You do a lot of cum
It
jokes?
was hilarious to me.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking laughed my ass off.
I
I'm so happy to see you, man. Please come back. Get all you guys to come to Chicago. I feel like, Jimmy comes once every year or 2 years, and
we should do a radio show in Chicago.
Stop doing so much cum stuff.
Yeah.
I would love to. We
Yeah,
could go to
exactly.
Chicago. Hopefully, we'll have people come to see.
Guys,
I
enough
would-
with the cum.
Yeah, nah, you
I
ain't
did
lying. Nah, you ain't lying.
I do have like 20 minutes of jizz. I literally, my new hour is like, I just call it jizz.
You're dirty.
It's
Clean
it's
up
a lot
your
of
act.
it's a lot of jizz.